All right, dude.
Dude, I couldn't find a Cobra. Dude, they didn't have any at my fucking liquor store.
Dude, I'm telling you, and I guess I have to save it for later to tell you the story that went behind this, dude. But pissed me off.
Is that why you took so long?
Yeah.
All right. Sorry for the. It's Justin and Squint. We're getting fucked up. We're gonna talk some shit. Cause we're half cut right now. We're a little drunk. Half cut right now. We're gonna have some fun. Half cut right now. Half cut right now.
And we're half cut now. All right, guys. Welcome to the Half Cut podcast.
I'm Justin.
I'm Quentin.
Yeah, no, we fucking never do that again. Let's just never do that again. Welcome to the Half Cut Podcast Show. I'm Justin.
I'm Squint.
Enjoy. All
right,
let's take this shot. Well, as you guys know, y'all been waiting for this shit.
This is the first time I haven't cleaned my shot glass because I didn't have time.
Look at that's the last bit of Shelby liquor that I have.
That's one more shot for the end of the podcast.
I have the nice tequila too, just in case I run out of that one. But I don't plan on it. Well, you guys know what we're doing today. I'm not looking forward to it at all. But this is
We get the same flavor?
Yeah. Fruit punch?
Yeah, it has the wave. All right, so
I have so many vivid memories of throwing up this fucking drink.
Me too. Me and Justin just recommended that we kill half of the 40 before we even get into before we really start the episode. So we're gonna kill half of it. We're gonna do a quick time lapse of us getting half, and then once we kill half, that's when we're gonna start getting into shit. You know, because that's what's happening, right? Why are you acting like you're over it? All right.
I'm so nervous about this right now.
I'm not.
I'm actually more nervous about tomorrow morning how I'm gonna feel. I already have guess what I have ready to go. What? I have those those little hydration things you left in RV.
Yeah.
I have a whole bunch of those already lined up in the fridge with water bottles and Advil lined up and Tums and fucking Pepto, everything that I could think of that make me feel better.
You're smart. You're smart, kid.
I got work in the morning, baby.
What time?
Well, it's not really the morning.
Yeah, don't call it the morning. Ready?
All right.
But I mean, at the end of the day, you still got work, so it sucks. But
sorry for the interruption.
We're taking shots. We're taking shorts. Oh fuck.
Okay, this tastes fucking. My shot glass needs to get cleaned.
I don't know how. I don't know how you're taking shots. All right. For everyone listening, this is the sound of the crack. We're going to do a quick time lapse of us getting to halfway down. That way we actually have a little buzz before we start the podcast, and we are able to finish the whole fucking thing during the episode. Even though I think we could have anyway, but whatever. Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. Let's do it. Dude, I'm not going to lie, Justin. I'm already buzzing. This is going to be bad. All right, guys. We're back. That probably was not even a real time lapse because we kind of
shit.
We were talking and drinking, and he had to take a shit. I might put in my shit story. I don't know yet.
Don't put in that one story I talked about.
But here we go. We're cracking open the Four Locos. It's time to pour. I got my towel over my lap.
I'm at the very such a small amount. I did the nose wipe. If you guys never done that, if you get a little nose wipe and then you put it on the foam, it's supposed to bring it down a little bit.
Yeah, I would do that too, but
dude, you get to drug some right now.
No, I would do the foam thing too, but it's The foam's
You're already
so
full.
low.
Look at. That's all foam right there.
Huh?
Have you started it yet?
We're about to. Yeah, we're starting right now.
Oh my gosh, here we go again.
Wait, no. Check this
Interruptions part 2.
out. Check this out.
Talking to the mic.
Check this out.
So she's basically going through. Me and Leanna, we met at a military school. She's going through my yearbook that we had.
Thompson gave you her number?
Girls, give me the number. Bro. What's up, man?
Okay. Thompson.
It is what it is.
Mm.
Oh, I remember her. But we didn't talk much, but
Cesario.
this girl gave me her Facebook at. Come on, dog. Give me that.
She gave you her email address.
But she said, "Find me on fan on Facebook," and then give me her email. Weird. I should fucking find her.
I'm gonna check your emails now.
Hey, you remember me?
All right, so here's this. Me and my girl have been dating for this is kind of a cool story. Me and my girl have been dating for 7 years now, right? We met in Sunburst. It all started with the yearbook signing, to be honest. And this is what she wrote in my yearbook: Cesario! Exclamation mark. We called each other by last names when we went to military school. Well, I don't know you very well, but you're friends with Mingo, which is my friend Marquise. Hopefully we hang out over the summer. Honestly, I think you're cute. I love your eyes. Well, yeah. Heart Cornejo. Wow, how cringe. Damn it.
Oh! No, I'm just joking. I don't know what you guys want me to say about that.
No, I don't want you to say anything. I'm just sharing the story, man.
I want to show the pictures.
Oh my gosh. This isn't her. Who is this?
Was it your podcast?
Welcome to Leanna's podcast. So today we're talking about my love story with Quentin.
I'm going to call love.
Oh, shit.
Woo! I wish I had my yearbook to show it.
Dude, basically there's like nothing in here, but I'm going to chug a little bit and then fill it up. But it's foaming up. It keeps foaming up.
So here's Quentin. That's his
Oh my gosh. The foam is red.
sexy man. Wow. Can you see?
Yeah.
Okay.
What the fuck
And
did they
then there's me. I look like my mugshot from a
What if
drunk
they
driving
made
accident.
girls shave their head? I would laugh so hard.
Oh yeah.
Look at her, dude.
Oh, she has an extra number.
You look like
I look so beautiful.
You look
there,
like
no?
you just got done fucking getting arrested for a DUI. All right.
Dude, my fucking
How
foam
would
is
you-
red.
Thanks for the story time, huh?
My foam is red. It's like fucking straight red. I don't know if you guys can see it that well. But that is red foam.
Cheers to you. Oh my god, can I talk about my embarrassing story today?
Ugh, fuck.
Leanna, we'll have an episode where you're allowed on. Just not today.
Did you hear him, Leanna? He said, we'll have an episode where you're allowed on. You can vent about all your drama.
Yeah, well then I'm gonna need to take notes because I have a lot of drama.
Oh, shit.
Ugh.
Never mind.
Never mind.
Dude,
All right, here we have the Sidewalk Slammers, episode 10 edition. We're not making this a tradition, though. We're not doing this every 10 minutes, 10 episodes, but every 10 episodes we'll do something, I think. Not necessarily where we do like we'll do a different kind of we'll switch up the flow of what we're drinking. Like we usually take shots and drink claws. We'll try every 10 episodes we'll do something different.
What?
All right.
So
So let's get into this bitch.
all right. Well, let me just crack this open. I'm about to take the first sip right now.
All right, me too. Let's go. Even though I already took a couple sips. All right, here we go. Cheers. Sidewalk Slammers. Back to 2000 and what? What year did we do this? Fucking like 5 years ago.
I did this.
I know the first time.
We were like seniors in high school when we did this.
The last time we did this is what I'm saying.
No, last time we did this was like 2016.
All right, cheers to 2016. Let's go. Fuck me silly, daddy. Oh. Okay. All right.
Oh my gosh, I literally almost threw up right now.
All right. So let me get into the story about. Okay, Justin, show me your 40. He got a Mickey's and I got a Cobra. Cobras is like literally like what you're like. What dude? This is red as fuck.
That's what we've always used. I've
This
never
is what you
used.
always use. Okay, Justin. I showed me and Justin. We planned on doing this at 7. I didn't get home till like 7, like 8. Okay, so I get off of work at 5, and I usually get at home around like 6. I have a long drive home. And there's a gas station next to my house. I'm like, fuck it, dude. Because I needed gas anyway. So I go to the gas station. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna get the 40s and the 4 Loco right there, and we're good. I go into the gas station, and I look around. I got the fucking. They only have Blue Raz fucking 4 Loco.
So what does that matter?
No, but listen, I grabbed the Blue Raz. I was like, all right, cool. All right, where's the 40? And then I'm like looking around, dude. They don't have Cobras. And I'm like,
so who cares? Why don't you just grab a 40?
That's why you pissed me off, because in my head I was like, there's no way in hell, because they had Mickeys, bro. And I was like, nah, I'm not getting Mickeys. No fucking way I'm getting Mickeys. So I'm like, you know what? I'll try something else. Bro, I'm telling you, it took, oh my God. The time that it took me to get this is undescribable. Like I said, I got to the gas station around like 6, okay? I go there. I'm like, fuck, dude, can't find it. I go to CVS just because, fuck it. It was next door. I'm going to try it. They didn't have it. I go to fucking Safeway and try it. They didn't have it. These are all in the same little, like, area, okay? I'm like, fuck, dude. And I look up liquor store because I'm like, I'm going to go to the liquor store. I see a liquor store. It says, oh, fucking 15 minutes away. I'm like, Jesus Christ. And I also saw another liquor store that said 30 minutes away. And I was like, there's no way I'm driving 30 minutes for a fucking liquor store. I drive to the fucking 15-minute way. Dude, I literally was driving. I was in butt fuck nowhere. Like, there was nothing around. I'm driving down this road, and I just see, like, there's just one fucking building and there's nothing around it. I'm like, what the fuck liquor store is this in the middle of nowhere, dude? I pull up into the liquor store. I took a picture of it, so I'll post it right here. Dude, I walk into the fucking liquor store, which I thought it was. It was a fucking bar, dude, with a whole bunch of like redneck fucking like, dude, I walked in, everyone fucking looked at me, and then it's like a bar/restaurant. Everyone looked at me and was like I'm just in there by myself, and I go in, and the girl at the thing, she's like, all right, how many people, or she said something like, are you going to the bar, or are you going to the restaurant? I was like, I thought this was a liquor store. Never mind. Like, sorry, I gotta go. And I left. And then from there, I went to I said, fuck it, dude. By the way, there's nothing in Arizona. I found out today there's no liquor stores around me in like a fucking 30-minute fucking vicinity. And I go to a Bevmo. I'm like, fuck it. Maybe Bevmo. I saw Bevmo in the beginning. I was like, they might have it, but you know what? I'm just gonna.
I don't know. Did they have 40s there?
No, not 140
yeah,
there.
They don't have 40s there.
So, but I just went. I just went because I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna try it. Go to fucking Bevmo. No fucking 40s, dude. I'm like, dude. At this point, I've been to fucking 5 different places.
Dude, my whole thing is, why wouldn't you just fucking go get the Mickeys and just settle down, dude? Just like fucking hold your shit.
Dude, that's because in my head I'm like, dude, I feel like Mickey's wouldn't be good with it, and that's why it pissed me off when I saw you pick up your Mickeys and you had a Mickey's, because if I would have. I guess if I would have just known you had a Mickey's, I would have done a Mickey's too, probably. But since in my head, I was like, we always did a King Cobras. I was like, we're going to get Cobras. So then after me spending fucking 2 hours trying to get a King Cobra, and then you lift up your Mickey's like, yeah, I got my 40.
You're like, that just fucking pissed me off.
I was like, I could have got that at the first fucking gas station. And then so after that, I go to a different gas station because I was like, oh, maybe because Justin said he was going to 7-Eleven, so I'll try to find something like a 7-Eleven. I went to this place called QT. They didn't have they had no fucking 40s there. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I look up a liquor store, and then, dude, 20-minute drive, dude. I was in the fucking ghetto, dude. Like, I was literally in the fucking ghetto, bro. And I go into this liquor store, and I fucking, dude, it was like all lights shining on it, dude. The King Cobra, dude, at the very bottom. It actually was like faced this way, like backwards. I couldn't see the label. And then I was like, I looked at the top and I see the fucking Cobra, and I was like, oh my fucking God. I was like,
Cobras used to be like clear bottles. Now they're like dark bottles.
No, they've always been this way.
No, they've been clear, bro. They were clear before.
I think you're thinking of Miller High Life because we used to drink those a lot too.
No, I'm telling you, Cobras used to be a clear bottle. I promise you.
All right,
Because
but
remember that little Altadena? Remember Altadena is like the little
Yeah.
driving place? If you guys ever been to them, we used to have one. I think we talked about it before also.
yeah, last episode.
Yeah, you used to be able to drive in. They just load up the thing
Yeah.
with the booze, and that was our thing. We used to get Cobras from there because it was so
Yeah.
cheap. Like we'd all throw in $10 and end up getting like 340s each of us. So
Yeah.
So-
So then I get to I see the Cobra, and then they had Four Locos there, and I was like, fuck yeah, we're good. And then Justin texted me. It was like, or I texted him. I was like, we gotta do 8 now, because at this point I wasted an hour and a half trying to find a fucking King Cobra. And I was like, dude, what the fuck? And he texted me. He's like, dude, I hope everything. Because I was like, bro, 8:00. And he was like, bro, I have work tomorrow. Like, I'm not trying to record at 8. And I was like, bro, shit happened. Blah blah. And he just texted me back like, I hope everything's good. And I was like, bro, everything's good. It's just I just spent too much time.
Well,
trying
you sent me like, oh shit happened. Like the worst thing I'm thinking is like there's a fucking car accident. There's something that happened.
Yeah, because I also did say I said shit happened. I'll hurry home. So
and I was. Yeah.
But and then also I fucking while I was there, they had like a little a vape thing, dude. This is just like off topic a little bit, but I was like, fuck it, I want to get a vape thing just in case. And I got this. And dude, these guys pure pressured me into fucking vaping in their fucking I literally vaped in their fucking store.
Why does it matter? Like why?
No, it was just weird because I was like, okay, can I get that? And they're like, yeah. And he's like, open it. And I was like, what? I was trying to leave.
Let me ask this. Not to be a racist, or if I'm a racist, whatever people are going to think. What race were they?
Not Indian. What is the closest to Indian? It's like
Indian, Arab, Sri Lankan.
Arab. They're Arab. I don't know. I know that's not really that close, but you know what I'm saying. You got it from that.
Okay.
They're Arab. And he goes, open it. And I was like, what? And he's like, oh, open it right now. And I was like, I already bought it, and I wanted to just leave because I knew I was trying to get in a hurry. He's like, open it. And I was like, okay. And then I was like, he's like, yeah, because sometimes they don't work, so we want to make sure it works. I'm like,
that's actually good. That's good on them. Like,
yeah. And then I'm like, okay. And then I fucking open it, and then I hit it, and I blow it in the fucking, and like it just felt weird, and I blew it in there. And then he goes, is it good? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, all right, thank you. And he's like, oh, hold on. And he's like, hit it one more time. He's like, but and then it came around the table and he goes, hit it one more time, but like blow it. I want to smell it. And I was like, I was like, what the fuck? And then I hit it one more time and then I blow it and I like blew it into his face. Like it was so weird, dude.
Dude, I would feel so awkward. I'd be like,
I know. I blew into his face and he's like, oh, it's different. And he's like, I want to try that one time.
Hello? Oh, okay.
I want to be like, you want a fucking French? What is it when you you want a shotgun right now?
You want a French inhale?
No, it's not. It's shotgun. It's called shotgun.
Yeah.
You want a shotgun with me right now? Dude, just fuck. I really thought he was gonna ask me like, can I hit it? I'm like, I don't even know what I would have said. I would have been like, no, like I'm good, bro. Like, but anyway, and then so in the beginning of this whole thing, when I went to go look for 40. The liquor store that I first saw it, I was like, it was 30 minutes away or whatever. And I was like, there's no way I'm driving 30 minutes for fucking 40.
You end up driving it.
I ended up going to the liquor store that I could have went from the beginning.
No, dude. How about this? You piss me off.
Yeah, wow. And then I'm gonna say this though, because the whole time I was like, fuck, 'cause I told Justin 7. I was like, fuck. And I started feeling guilty. But then at the same time, I kept telling myself, why the fuck are you going to feel guilty for someone that's late every fucking time?
No, don't get me started. This is 2 weeks in a row on you now.
I was 3 minutes late yesterday, last time.
No.
Okay. 2 weeks in a row. I'll give you that.
All right. That's all I have to say. Just let it be.
No. 8 episodes before that.
You know how much time we got? We got some topics coming up.
You're right. Let's go. You're right. Let's go. What do you want to talk about, baby?
You had some topics that you wanted to bring up.
Oh, okay.
Or here, actually, I got one.
Okay.
So, Squint wanted me to talk about this as well. He mentioned this to me, but I also, one of my topics I wrote down was, I want to talk about how I hate getting shitty drunk.
What'd you do last night? Did you get shitty drunk last night?
No, I didn't get shitty drunk last night. But the other night I got shitty drunk, which I don't like getting blacked out to the point where like I don't know what I'm fucking doing. You know what I mean? It's just shitty. It's just a shitty drunk. I don't like that feeling anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe when I was younger, I was like, oh yeah, dude, I was so fucked up. Now I'm like, dude, I feel like an idiot. Like I don't even know what I was saying. Like
nothing worse than waking up butt ass naked in your house and not knowing what you did the night before.
Yeah, exactly. I woke up butt ass naked with Del Taco all over myself. So I don't even want to know what fucking happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and I just don't like feeling that way anymore. And I've had plenty of stories where I've been shitty drunk.
And I recommended this to him earlier. I was like, dude, there's the funniest story Justin's ever told me, dude. Not the funniest, but it's one of the funniest. And
I can't even talk about the funniest stories. Yeah. But either way, so this story ends up, you guys, everyone that pretty much that listens to this went to school with us. And everyone
also,
knows
you know what you got to do? I'm going to interrupt you real quick because you just said that. I've gotten some feedback from people that have no idea about any of our friends or any of our stories. And they said that they listen to the podcast and it's kind of hard to listen to because they feel like we're talking about a whole bunch. Like we're talking to, like you said, we're talking to people.
So okay, let me explain.
You got to pretend
at
like
my school, growing up, we grew up in a small like little city, but we all go on Wednesday before Thanksgiving. It's called Blackout Wednesday, and we go to bars in a local bar in our town, like where we went to school. So everyone goes, right, and then we just get shitty. Like, there's a video of me before this. I could send this to Squint, and it's like, oh yeah, you fucking that's cute. I'm already hammered.
Yeah.
So either way, it goes on. Like we just start. I run into people that I know. I just start taking shots immediately. Yeah. Just like shot. And I run into one of our buddies. I'm not going to say names right now because I don't know if they want their name on there like that. But you want to bleep it out or should I not even say it? Don't even say
just
it?
Keep going. Don't even say it.
Okay. So I'm there with him and his brother, and I haven't seen his brother. I played football with him, and I was like, I haven't seen his brother in so long, and he's older than me. Like, I was a freshman when he's a senior. And then when I got moved up for like one day, I met him plenty of times. Either way, we start drinking, and we start getting real shitty drunk. I tried finding a bouncer right before this, and then the last thing I remember is they're giving out free shots of Red Bull, and the bars are packed, by the way. Like, you have to wait in line and get in.
Oh yeah, it's bad.
And I lost all my friends. I'm just there with two people that I know, and they're handing out shots like Fireball, and then it's pouring rain outside, and the power goes out. When the power went out, I went out. Like, there's no doubt about it. Like,
bro, it was I
don't remember anything after that.
It's like one of those like fucking what's that that little fucking movie, the YouTube thing you showed me of the guy that gets struck by lightning and bit by a cobra.
Oh, it's like Kung Fury.
Yeah, Kung Fury. This guy it's a little YouTube. I recommend watching. It's Kung Fury, but he gets struck by lightning and bit by a cobra at the same time.
Before I could pull the trigger, I was hit by lightning and bitten by a cobra. I blacked out and saw images of ancient Shaolin temples and monks mastering the art of Kung Fu. There was an ancient prophecy about a new form of Kung Fu so powerful only one man could master it, the Chosen One. When I woke up, I saw the Kung Fu master running towards me. I could feel my body mutate into some sort of Kung Fu freak of nature.
You are the Chosen One.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Knuckles. As a memento, I put on a strip of cloth from the dead Kung Fu master. I decided I would use my new super Kung Fu powers to fight crime, so I became the best cop in the world. I became Kung Fury.
When he gets all these special powers, it was like the opposite for Justin. Like lights went out, and he took the shot while lights were going out, and like some shit happened, and it was just like, nah. and then just totally shifted Justin's night.
All right, so I don't really remember anything besides like I remember sitting in front of Cold Stone. This is like all I remember. I don't remember anything else from that night. I remember sitting in front of Cold Stone, pissed drunk, and I'm like fucking hiccuping. And my buddy comes up to me and he goes, "What are you doing?" And little do I know, it's fucking pouring rain. I'm getting dumped on. And I'm like, "What up?" And it's like our buddy Noah. If you guys don't remember him, he went on the road trip with us and everything, an RV trip. And he goes, "Dude, like, come on, let's go." And I get in an Uber with him and someone else, and we go to his house. And I start throwing up at his house, like, just I'm gone.
Yeah.
And then I get an Uber home. I don't remember anything now. All right.
Yeah.
I wake up in my bed right there, soaking wet, fully clothed, soaking wet. I'm talking like my bed is like wet.
Like you jumped into
I
a pool.
jumped in a pool and just hopped into my bed, like that,
Yeah.
right? And I'm just all hungover, and then like I have a text from Noah and a couple other people, and then I look at my Uber. There's a whole bunch of messages from Ubers, and I'm like charged like $80 on Uber. I'm like, what the hell, right? And I'm like trying to put everything together, and I remember being outside and just sitting in the rain. That's all I remember. I was just sitting in the rain, and then I go out in the living room. My mom's there, and she goes, "Oh my gosh, that was not okay last night. What you did." I was like, "What'd I do?" Apparently, it's like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. I have no idea. It's like way past the bars were closed. And Thanksgiving, mind you, is the next day. So I woke up on Thanksgiving like this, like fucking still drunk as shit.
Yeah.
And my mom's like, "Oh yeah, it was not okay what you did." And I'm like, "What'd I do?" And then just the story is I find out that I call her saying, "Mom, I'm lost. I'm somewhere in Long Beach or Seal Beach. I don't know where I'm at. I'm lost. Come get me." Don't tell her anything other than that. Like she has no idea where I am.
Because
like,
you knew nothing.
I had no idea, right?
You thought you were, yeah.
I just didn't know where I was. Like I had no idea. Well, she pulls out of the driveway to find me literally quarter of a block away from my house. Not even a block, probably 2 houses down from my house. When she pulls out, she sees me standing in the middle of the street, like laying down in the middle of the street, just sitting in the rain.
Yeah.
I was just like laying down, sitting in the rain in the middle of the street. So
Well, just like you kind of like you missed the part where because you got charged with the $80, right?
oh yeah, but hang on, I'll get to that point.
Okay.
So she's like, "What the hell?" She gets me inside. Basically, I'm literally next to my house. So, and mind you, I called my mom. I have no idea where I'm at. I'm in front of my house. Call my mom to get me like home.
Thinking that he's like 30 minutes from home.
I'm literally was across the street from my house. The reason why I was calling Ubers and I like look at the messages and stuff, I kept calling Ubers to my house when I was in front of my house. So they'd come to pick me up and they're like, "Dude, you're in front of your house." I didn't realize this. Like, so like I was literally calling Ubers to go home in front of my.
Yeah. So he was like literally 2 minutes from his house, ordering an Uber 2 minutes to his house. So it's like if I were just like, "Yo, can I order Uber?" and be like, "Yo, can you take me 2 houses down?" Like that's what he was basically doing.
Dude, I was just fucked. It was like I was super drunk. Anyways, they ended up like awarding me money back. Like they said, "Oh,
Nice.
we understand things happen," but still, it was real shit. And I still that next day, I felt like so dumb. And plus, like I was just a shithole. I don't even know how I was acting to people at the bars. I don't know,
Bro.
whatever.
I've had a similar story to that too. It was like usually when I get fucked up, as soon as I get into a car, like I know most people get sick or like whatever. I get into a car, it's immediate. Like I knock out, I go to sleep, and usually like Leanna will be in the car with me, so like she'll wake me up once we get to the fucking to the location, like to our house or whatever. But this time I Ubered by myself, fell asleep in the Uber. The Uber guy woke me up and was like, "Yo, you're here, like get the fuck out." So I get out and I start walking. And I started walking down the street. I literally passed my house, and the same thing. I literally was looking around. I was like, "Where the fuck am I?" Like, I literally did not know where I was, and I was like, fucking started to freak out a little bit. And mine wasn't extreme to you. I didn't start ordering Ubers or anything. I just was like, "Where the fuck am I, dude?" And then I just sat down on the curb, and then I was looking at my phone. I was like trying to text my girl, like, "Yo, I need help." And then, like, as I'm texting my girl, I like look up. I'm sitting next to my fucking truck, like my truck I'm like that's parked on the street. And I was like, "What the fuck?"
Don't
So
you
I
feel
got
dumb
up.
the next day too, though? Like,
Yeah, and I get up, and I'm like, wait, and I look up, I'm like, at home. But the relief that I got finding out that I was at home rather than in the middle of butt fuck nowhere made me feel so good. I just went home and then just fucking flew on my bed and passed out.
do you know what makes me feel a lot better though?
What?
Is me and Cole has done this a lot more than I have. I love you, Cole.
Me and Cole just hit us up today
Yeah,
too.
he hit us up today.
He-
And
he-
I started reading the messages now instead of the messages.
He texted us basically saying, "Yo, have fun on the podcast tonight. You guys are doing the Sidewalk Slammers, blah blah blah." And then I asked him, "Hey, bro, do you got any topics that you want us to talk about? Because we're gonna get drunk this episode, more drunk than usual." And he told me, he goes, "No, I'm gonna save that shit for when I go on the episode. When I get on the episode." So the two main guests that I want on this episode, because the two main people we always talk about is Cole and Kendall. So they're gonna be. I feel like in my head, like I haven't really discussed it with Justin yet, but in my head, I feel like those are gonna be the two first guests. I don't know which order, but definitely 100% Kendall is gonna be on the podcast, and for sure Mean Cole. I know people really want Mean Cole on it. You guys will have Cole for the first half and have Mean Cole for the second half,
We'll just see how he's feeling.
and that will be fucking entertaining as fuck.
So what's some other topics you have? Well, either way, I just don't like getting shitty drunk anymore. I feel like I'm getting to that age now where I just feel more and more dumb the more shitty I get like that.
Yeah,
Which I still like having a good time getting fucked up, but I don't like getting shitty drunk.
Mhm.
And that's like that borderline where like if you don't know what's going on, it's you're too drunk. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like if like you can't hold a conversation too drunk.
Meanwhile, we're drinking Sidewalk Slammers right now. But I guess I just want to fucking say this, dude. I told you earlier, I had a fucking bad week this week, dude. In a sense of just like a series of events that happened to me. So first of all, at the beginning of this week, I get my car gives me like a message where it basically tells me I just need to get an oil change. That's all it says. It
Sounds like
says,
you're crying. You okay?
I'm about to cry, dude. No, I get this message. I'm like, it's maintenance required soon, or maintenance required now. Basically, what it's told me, and I'm like, okay, fuck. I'm like, last time I got this, it's just like basically you're up for an oil change and shit, and like you get your tires rotated and all that bullshit. So I'm like, fuck, that already irritated me. I was like, fuck, I have to do this already because I feel like I just did it. And then the next day, I'm on my way to work. I'm just cruising, like listening to my fucking podcast, and out of nowhere, I'm just driving on the freeway. Boom, fucking rock. Someone kicked up a rock because in Arizona, their shirts is higher because of that. Because there's a lot of rocks that get kicked up, and like people's cars get fucked up by like.
You're in the desert. You have to think like this.
Yeah, it's
makes
common.
sense. Yeah.
Boom,
Just
hits
earthquake insurance is more relevant here. Like people pay for
Yeah.
it here.
fucking rock hits my windshield, dude. And I would say it was it was a big ass crack. And it was probably the size of like $1 bill. Okay, like that's like the best way I could put it, right? And I'm like, fuck, dude. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, that's fucking cool. I just like let it happen. I go to work. I park. I go to work. After the end of the work, I come back to my car. The fucking crack got like way fucking bigger. Like it was
the heat, huh?
Yeah, it got like half my windshield at this point. So it was $1 bill, and then it got to half my windshield. I'm like, fuck. So I said I have a appointment next Wednesday to get a new windshield, which is going to cost money. Hopefully my insurance covers it. We're in the process of that, but whatever. And I'm like, fuck. So the next day, on my way to work again, what do you fucking know, dude? Another fucking rock hits my fucking windshield. So now, and then I get that one hits me in the direct of the windshield. I get another fucking crack. So now I have 2 fucking cracks, back to back days.
You know what? Think about this though.
I know.
You're
I know.
way luckier that you already had a crack in it,
Right.
and then you got another one versus you just get. Imagine you just get your window fixed and then your windshield fixed, and then it happens again.
Yeah.
That would be the worst. That would be. Ooh, I'd be.
If here's just a random question.
Okay.
If you were in a high speed pursuit, I wouldn't even call it a high speed pursuit. Let's just say you were in a pursuit. Cops were after you. You needed to get away.
All right. What's the situation? Am I driving? Am I like? What am I doing?
Let's put it this way. You get pulled over. No, let's just say you have illegal shit in your car. You know that if you get caught, You're going to the jail for the rest of your life. You're in prison for the rest of your life. Whatever I don't know what the case is. Let's just imagine that. You need to get away. It's better off that you fucking it's worth risking trying to get away from the cops
All right.
than it is. What do you do? How do you get away from the cops?
First off, if you don't get away in like the first 2 minutes of pursuit, you're gonna get caught because the helicopters will be out by then and by like over you by that time. So you have about 2 minutes to get away. Okay, keep that in mind. So that's like number one thing. If I'm on a freeway, I'm getting on the freeway, getting off, getting on the other side, getting off again. Like I'm gonna fucking do some loops, you know?
Yeah.
And then cars getting ditched, and then I'm gonna try to hide somewhere. You know, that's just like me. But if I'm on a motorcycle, I feel a lot more confident because they accelerate way faster,
Right.
and you could outrun a cop unless the cop's on a motorcycle.
Right.
Like even if a cop lights, people get away. Like there's so many videos on YouTube with like
cops
or like
motorcycle
guys on motorcycles, and a cop lights them up, and they're gone. You can't fucking catch them. You know what I mean? So in that situation, yes, I would. It's not a problem. But
all right. Well,
what are the odds of me actually getting my car searched? Like, do they know what I have in the car? Like, is this already?
No, that's not even an argument. It's more about what you would do if you're in a pursuit, how you get away. Here's a way that I heard that is probably the best scenario.
Okay.
You're in a high-speed pursuit. I mean, more like a high speed, but you're in a pursuit. They're chasing you. You have distance on them to the point where, you know, the helicopter is chasing you, right? Let's say we're at that point. What you do is for everyone listening, if you're ever getting in a pursuit, listen to this. You go into a big ass parking structure, wherever you can find one. Like, you know, where there's like a fucking 8-story parking structure. You go into the parking structure if you have a gain on the cops that aren't like the vehicle cops. Because obviously, once you get into the parking structure, the helicopter cop can't track you that much anymore. Okay, so you go into the fucking parking structure. You find some spot to park in. You get out. Maybe change your outfit if you have it. If not, like, you know, take your shirt off or some dumb shit. Put a hat on, and then find your simple way out of the parking structure, and then just casually walk out.
That's a great idea, but what happens when you're on the side of the fucking 101, right? Or if you're on the side of the freaking 605, for example. Like, let's say if you're basically like in Long Beach right now, right? Or like if you're driving through like Long Beach, you're on the 405 and you're going to be getting off on Palos Verdes. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is a great scenario if you happen to be by a parking structure and the cops happen not to be right behind you.
But that's the thing, bro. We got phones. We got phones now. We can find a parking structure. So
by the way, I hope you realize they know like whatever vehicle is registered to you, they know your phone number for that.
Okay,
and iPhones track you all the time.
Stolen car.
But iPhones track you all the time. You know that, right? Cops could literally track you to a crime by your iPhone.
Not if I'm in a stolen car and they don't know who I am yet.
Yeah, yes, if they don't know who you are. But why are you gonna be in a stolen car in the first place? Don't steal cars. How about that?
you're taking this shit too literal.
Okay, either way, I'm not gonna get in a fucking pursuit because I'm not gonna be doing anything to get caught. First of all.
Well, also there's another thing, bro. Like, people have it on their. I think Kendall was the one that told me. He goes, on my bucket list, if I'm 80, bro. He told me this. He goes, if I'm fucking 80, and he's like, on my bucket list, I'm gonna fucking, basically what he wants to do is like
be in a high pursuit chase. That fool watches them, by the way.
Yeah.
Our friend, his family will like text him, and he'll be like, "Oh my gosh, on channel 8, there's a high pursuit."
Yeah, we'll be kicking it, like we'll be playing like poker or some dumb shit, and all of a sudden, like, he'll lose all interest in whatever we're doing and go, hold up, there's a pursuit going on right now. It's like I already imagine how it is in their house.
Yeah,
they probably have like a bell they ring, like, boo, 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 boo. Pursuit, everyone come in.
They got the air horn.
They all huddle around the TV, like they all huddle around the TV, like
they make bets. They're like, I give him 30 seconds.
Yeah,
30 seconds.
And then they're like, why didn't he take that left? Why didn't he take that left?
Are they rooting for him to get caught, or are they rooting for him to get away?
I don't know. Well, with the way, like Kendall said, his dream is to be in a pursuit. And I think if I remember what him telling me a long time ago is that he would want to be in, like, obviously like a fast car. And the scenario that I put together is like he would go to like a Ferrari dealership or whatever, right?
And rent a car,
like, and be like, yo, like, either he rents it or he goes, let me do a test drive, and then the guy in the passenger seat is like has no idea he's about to be in a pursuit, and he takes off and then does all this shit. But he's like, dude, if I'm 80 years old, why the fuck not, bro?
Dude,
Kendall,
why
I'll
you say
tell you why not. Because you could fucking hurt innocent people, dude.
No, not even that, dude. Have you been in jail? Jail sucks. Don't go. It's not fun.
At 80 years old,
Dude, no.
90,
Yeah.
90.
Nope. No. No. Unless I want to die. And suicide by cop's a real thing. If you guys know that, it's a real thing.
Yo,
and unless I'm trying to die by a cop, that's the only way I'm gonna do that shit. I don't want to.
Yeah. All right. Wait.
Hang on. I have to. There was something I was gonna go on this.
Okay, but can
there was a girl.
Can you do me a favor, dude?
What?
Hold that thought, because I need to really take a piss, and I feel like it's gonna fuck up this podcast.
Oh my god.
We're gonna do a break. Don't act like you've never done a break before.
Don't act like you're gonna do a break in the middle of our fucking podcast.
No, but you act like you've never done that before. How about this? If you wanted to.
When was the last time I took a break during a podcast?
It doesn't matter if it's the last time. You've done it. I've never done it.
Yes, you have.
All I gotta say is, if you want to continue talking while I'm gone, go ahead. But let me know if you do it so I can edit it. I'll be back.
All right. So either way, when I was I got a wedding reckless when I was 18 years old. Dumb decision. I was going out to some girl's house, end up not being able to go in because her cousin's dad's home or some weird crap. I don't remember why, but I'm pissed off and I'm speeding home. Dumb. I'm 18 years old and my buddy's in the car and I'm speeding home and then I'm going like 120 and then I'm like, I get lit up as I'm getting off the freeway and I go, oh shit, dude. And he goes, what? I go, I'm about to get arrested right now. So I already go on this prepared. Either way, I get arrested, all that stuff. But they make you do these like DUI classes, which I didn't get a DUI because I technically wasn't drunk. I had a sip of alcohol, but I was just speeding. So I had to do the classes still though, because I was underage. And there's this girl in there and she's like, dude, like I'm talking like 5 foot, 104 pounds, like small little, maybe she's only 100 pounds. She's so small and tiny. And she tells the story, like, because everyone tells their story of why they got this, like, wedding reckless or why they're here for the class. And she comes in, and, like, I tell my story, like, yeah, I had a few drinks, or had a drink, and then I drove drunk, or I didn't drive drunk. I didn't drive drunk, but I drove with a drink, and I was underage. And so I got in trouble. But so I explained my story. Everyone's going around their story. And this girl goes up and she's like, okay, well, I was at a friend's house, and I was driving home and I don't really remember it, but I guess I was going like 140 miles per hour. I was like, what? And she's like, I ran from the cops for 20 minutes. I'm like, what? And like, I'm just like sitting there, like we're all in a circle, like talking about this, like about our problems and like shit we've done. And I'm just astonished. This little, like, dude, she was cute too. It was like this small little cute girl. Like you would never expect this from her. She was driving like 140, running away from cops, doesn't remember anything. And apparently she pulls over and she's like, I get like slammed on the ground, all this stuff. And when I say that she was going 140, probably I over exaggerated. She was going over 100 miles per hour though.
Yeah.
And she gets slammed to the floor. Basically she was like sentenced for 2 years or anything like this, but either way, she doesn't get any of that charge. She doesn't remember. She's never had any violations. Oh. But either way, she's like, she admitted she had a drinking problem. She sorted that whole thing out. But I just want to say, she fucking ran from the cop. Like, don't you? She's like, I didn't even know they were chasing me. And I was like, how do you not know? Even if you're drunk, how do you not know if you're getting chased by cops? Like, you could see the red and blue lights like from a mile away. You know what I mean? Like,
she knew.
She knew.
All right. Give us your idea, Justin, of the term "bros before hoes." How do you feel about this whole that topic? This is coming from the homie Ale. Am I saying his name right?
Yeah, Alessandro. Yes. Bros before hoes only comes into play if you are not married to that girl or it's not your baby mama.
Okay.
You understand that?
Yeah, that makes completely sense.
Okay. If it is your wife or if it is your baby mama, if it is the girl that you have a kid with.
What about a fiance?
Fiance still ties in with that. You're still getting married. That ties into that. So it is 100% okay for that. And then there's certain extents too. Like what's your depth? Like what are you going into for bros before hoes?
Okay, so
You know what I'm saying?
let's say
give
the
me a scenario and I can tell you.
I'm
where
gonna give
it
you one.
comes in where it's okay.
I'm gonna give you one. We make plans tonight. We're going bowling. Okay.
Mhm.
Let's just say this is not my fiance because that's your exception. This is my
Mhm.
girlfriend, Leanna. We're going bowling, and we get to the bowling spot, but we haven't like checked in yet. Okay, and I tell you, yo, my girl just hit me up like, I gotta go. She's trying to hang out. I have to hang out with her. And
I'm
I
gonna call
leave.
you a simp.
Simp.
I'm just gonna say you're a bitch. First off, don't make plans and cancel them last minute. By the way, don't do that for anyone.
That's horrible.
That's like the worst type of trait. I hate that in people. Like, do not flake out. If you're gonna flake out, at least call and give a reason. And the reason is your girlfriend wants to hang out. When you've already had these plans and you've already talked to her about that, if that's the case, then you're fucking up, and that's
okay. Well, how about this?
That's the definition of bros before hoes. Like, do not do that shit just because you're gonna get some tonight.
Okay, so you can't bitch out of plans, but let's put it in a different scenario. Let's say you hit me up, yo, bro, let's hang out, and I go, sorry, bro, I'm hanging out with my girl. What do you say?
Well, what's the situation I want you to hang out for?
Your birthday. Your birthday.
It's my birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, then that's kind of like, yeah, bro. It's time. Like, what are you doing? Where are you at? Are you like in distance to get to me?
Yeah.
You're okay. Then yeah, you should come out, hang out.
Okay,
with the boys.
and then another scenario.
And not saying they get to get pissed drunk, but to come out and it's like
I'm gonna keep running scenarios with you.
Okay.
All right. So here's another one. This time, you hit me up. You just want to go get a bite to eat, and I go, nah, bro, I'm getting deal with my girl.
That doesn't bother me. I don't know.
Okay. Now, here's another one. I'm going to keep running.
I'm saying, let's say if you're kicking it with the boys. Here, this is a perfect example right now. You're kicking it with the boys.
Mm-hmm.
We're drinking, right? We're having a good time. Homie leaves. Even though we have a hotel room, all of us together, you know?
Where you going, dog?
Where are you going? Oh, bro, I just got shit to handle.
Doesn't say it.
Doesn't say why. Doesn't say what.
And then you see his girls
with some. Then we realize he's hanging out with some toxic bitch. And when I mean like when you're hanging out with toxic girls or girls that are just not your girlfriend or your fiance or anything like that, like it's not. You know this relationship's not going to go anywhere. You're just trying to get some.
Right.
That's the definition.
So you don't. Yeah, exactly. So
you know, a hoe is a hoe. A wife and a fiance, don't consider that a hoe. That is like their soulmate. That is like what they're going to be breeding with. Like you're going to have children with that person. Like no, it's not.
Okay. So you're at a party with your homie, and there's a girl at the party, and he leaves with her like in the early night. Are you gonna get mad at him?
Okay, so this is a different thing. If you get mad about that, then you're being a fucking hoe.
Right.
You're being a little bitch as a hoe, as a bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't be a bitch as a bro. Like if homie's gonna get some. Now, if it's a fucking straight fucking, if he's going harpooning. Or like, you know what I mean? Like, you know,
no, I think you can't even say that. I feel like
regardless, the chick
he's trying to get pussy. Then if he's got to do what he got to do. But here's another thing.
Let's say if he knows if he's gonna regret it in the morning, like he's gonna regret it in the morning, do you stop him from doing it? You could attempt to stop it, but if he's dead set on it, then you just let it happen.
No,
you know?
I wouldn't, because there's been scenarios where I put homies in bad situations on purpose. Not on purpose in the sense of like. I wanted to fuck them up, but I put homies in the situations where I've what's the word for it? I wingman them into a hookup that he didn't even want, but he was fucked up, like kind of shit. I've done that before, but to transition into another question.
I know plenty of actually stories when you've done that.
Yeah, but you know why? Is I'm really bad at like reading if the homie's into a girl or not. So when me being taken,
you actually read me pretty good though if I'm like into a girl.
Yeah, but me being taken, I take advantage, like not take advantage, but any opportunity I have to hook my friend up with another girl, I take it. I don't ever like take into account if the guy is attracted to her or not, but I do everything I can. I've literally pushed one of my homies into a bedroom with a girl.
I know who it is. Exactly.
Yeah, I know.
You're
and I've
literally,
right?
B&L?
Yeah. And I pushed him into a room. I pushed one of our homies into this room. We're at my condo.
Dude. We're at the condo.
I have a
now.
condo. I used to have a condo that we'd have, and we'll throw little parties there. And I thought I was doing a good deed, and I pushed my homie into a room, and then the girl was in the room, and then I pushed him in, and I shut the door. And before that, I was doing a little smooth talk to get the girl ready for him.
Your homie's
And-
got a strong. He's got
and-
a fucking a meat bat, fucking ready to come. He's
And
ready. To
and then the next morning he goes, dude, what the fuck? And I'm like, what? He goes, dude, like I put him in a situation he didn't want to be in, like to the point where he was obligated to like hook up when he didn't want to, which is my fault. But that's what I'm saying. I don't know my boundaries in a sense. But to transition, what's
it's never a bad thing for a homie trying to get the homie some. You know what I'm saying? For a bro.
yeah, but is there a bad point where I'm trying to hook you up and low key like this girl is just not hot at all, and I'm like trying to hook you up?
Yes, but then it's like no, because if
I'm
you're
still
not
doing a good deed because at the end of the day, you have your own decision and you can make your own fucking.
you could be like, get the fuck away from me. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Don't act like a dickhead. Like, don't act like a fucking asshole and be mean to the girl. Like, don't call her ugly or something like that.
Yeah. All right, let's transition to this.
All right.
What's the most extreme thing you have ever done to see a girl? Say by Ole.
I almost got I was just talking about this. I did almost get a DUI. I didn't get a DUI, but I got in trouble for it.
Mm-hmm.
I went to go see a girl fucking leaving a party when I shouldn't have been driving. And I got basically in trouble for it and ruined my whole like firefighting career and all that stuff. So
That's whatever though. But anyway, continue.
or actually, I've taken an Uber. Oh, dude, I don't even want to talk about that story.
If you don't want to say it, don't say it.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not gonna say that one. That one is kind of dirty.
But yeah, I mean, the most extreme. I mean, I'm trying to think of like I've never done anything extreme to get a girl. I'm gonna be honest. Like
Oh, you're talking like extreme to get a girl?
Yeah, like say like to see a girl. So like he's basically saying like you literally fucking. I mean, I don't know the way I'm interpreting it. Like you drove 2 hours to go to fuck a girl or something.
Oh no, nothing like that. I've had times like where like the homie's been drunk and then we trying to go to a strip club and then it's like a mission to get to the strip club.
Have you ever been like so fucking horny that you've like text every girl on your fucking phone and shit like that? I feel like
only when I'm like when I say shitty drunk. When you get shitty drunk like that, your fucking morals and everything go out the fucking window.
Right.
You act like a dickhead. So it comes back to again, don't get shitty drunk and that shit won't happen. But I haven't really tried something that extreme. I don't know. Maybe some of my friends have. I know that. I know a friend that has driven 3 hours to go smash a chick. So
okay, and then to the next question he asked, he goes, most extreme thing that you've ever done to get away from a chick and the reason you had to leave.
Oh, dude.
I'll tell you, I'm gonna tell the story that I'm gonna regret saying, but I hope people understand my side. Okay. So, and I don't think you've ever heard the story.
I think I have.
No, you didn't even know what I'm about to say.
I think I have.
So
it was catfish for you.
Oh yeah, you have.
And then it was like you're messaging through Facebook.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, you've heard it. Okay, so I'm messaging this girl, right? And I typically don't like messaging girls without meeting them. I'm like the more like old fashioned way. I like talking to girls in like person and talking to them. That's more impressive to me than just fucking walking up to or messaging a girl. And that's why I don't really like Tinder and shit, but that's just me being a hater.
That's another fucking topic I'm down to talk about.
And so this girl hits me up on Facebook and I messaged her back and shit, and then we ended up getting into like not into a relationship, but to the point where we're like we were really close, but we have never met. And she went to our school. Okay. And I'm talking to her like back and forth. I'm calling her babe at this point. Right. And eventually, like we went so long without meeting, but it wasn't my fault. It was her fault. Like she always came up with something. And let me tell you this is so bad, but just don't judge me on it. But this is what happened. We finally go, hey, what are you doing right now? I'm at the mall. She goes, I'm at the mall too. And I'm like, oh shit, like where you at? Like, oh, I'm next to the Apple store. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like I'll head over there right now. And I'm walking towards the Apple store, and I like made eye contact with the girl that it kind of like resembled the fucking Facebook picture, but like to the point where I was like, I don't know. So like I didn't go, hey, I just kept walking. I made eye contact with her, and then I just kept walking.
Did she like look at you though? Like was she like?
No, it was like she was nervous. I was nervous, and I made eye contact, and I kept walking.
Did you message her anything after this?
Yeah, because she messaged me right back. She's like, what's up? Like, what happened? And I was like, I never saw you. So basically, if I'm going to explain this story, this is why I say it's bad, is because this girl, all she did was post pictures, half of her body in, right? Half her face, right?
You never asked her to send you a picture of her full body or anything?
No, but because she sent me pictures. She used to send me selfies and shit and whatever, but it was never full body, and I never thought to ask that. It was never went through my head. But let me tell you guys, once I saw her full body for the first time, it was fucking quadruple the size of her fucking Facebook pictures.
Quentin, you're body shaming. That's not PC, dog.
I'm not body shaming. I am just saying she catfished me because her pictures didn't line up with her. It was the real, like, her face matched up, but only half of her face. And she catfished me. She was really, really fat. I have nothing against fat girls, but I have something against people hiding it.
Fat bitches need love too, Craig. Like I got some homies that are down for the
And then
shit.
After that, it was more of like I was just like, what the fuck? Like, it didn't even like I'm telling you, when I saw her, it just I couldn't even see the girl I was talking to anymore. So I feel like I literally was talking to someone I didn't know.
Girls.
But then after that, I never talked to her again. But anyway,
if there are any big girls out there, own it. Just own it. Just fucking own it. Be big, because I know a lot of guys that are really into it.
I agree with that.
I could care less if you're cool, and you know you're
to fit it into my.
I have done deeds that have been on. Like I'm just saying, like I'm not that type of person to.
Well, yeah,
bigger to be like, oh no, screw you.
Like to fit into the scenario with me is like, it's like if she was just upfront from the beginning, it could have been different. But
do you really think so? Back in high school, you would have been that way.
All right, so the next topic is all right. So let's go into this because I know you wanted to talk about it, the Tinder scene. I have a lot to say about the Tinder scene.
Oh, dude. Okay, so hang on.
What I gotta say though, my point before he gives his is, the whole Tinder thing sounds like I'm gonna sound like I'm old, but I'm not. But that's like, to me, when I look at Tinder and shit, I kind of think of it as like, I still live, like I already explained it earlier, I still live in I love the fact of me going up to a girl in a bar and hitting on her and doing that. I know that I don't need to do that anymore, which is fucking great because I have my girl. But I'm saying the way I met my girl was OG. Like as corny as it sounds, OG. Like, and I respect the fuck out of myself for just doing that. Is that I have to go out of my way and go talk to a girl and make the first move. And I'm gonna take that back because Leanna, my girl, is the first. She kissed me before I kissed her. But did you call me a pussy? Did you call me a pussy? But anyway,
how far are you?
I'm halfway.
You're blowing it.
But I think that's just me being maybe I don't know if the word's stingy, but like if I had to do it, I feel like everyone else should have to fucking do it because
no.
Because I think but let me finish my point. Is I think I always consider Tinder, I consider it as a cheat code to life. Because I feel like it is a lot harder to walk up to a girl and start a conversation and get her attention and get her to like you than it is to fucking Tinder. Because Tinder basically says, I like you, you like me, let's fuck. Not really necessarily fuck, but let's
meet up at least, right?
Yeah.
My thing, bro, like what the fuck? Like, Tinder's so weird because like I just don't know how to text anymore, period. Like I've just given up on all texting ability, even with my close friends.
Yeah, you'd be really bad. You would be really bad at Tinder.
No, The thing was, so I had Tinder like when it first came out, and we were like 20 or 19 years old. I forget how old we were. I got like a lot of likes on there. It wasn't like that. Like I was matching with girls and stuff, and like the only thing was like, dude, the conversations were boring, and I didn't even want to meet up with them. Like I just felt weird about it, you know. Probably that fucking like, I'm not gonna say it.
No, I feel you. It's like
You know, like
it's the same. It's the same
like-
concept as like when I've had that Facebook message. To me, when I finally had to meet up with a girl, knowing the fact that I know a lot about her without actually meeting her, kind of weirds me out.
do you know what also it's like? It's like if I met a girl and I'm texting her, it's different. But even when I meet, like, there's one girl I actually really like. She ended up getting a boyfriend. You actually, and like, you were helping me out at the bar one time. Actually, get this girl.
I remember
I
I shot you money to buy her.
Yeah,
shot.
you shot me money to buy her a shot. You're like,
tell me I'm not the best wingman, dog. I get this.
He didn't even like. I didn't even say anything to him.
Yeah.
Right? He comes up to me. He goes, he puts $40 in my hand. He goes, buy her drinks right now.
Yeah.
Either we're shooting shit, we're having a good time. She starts hitting me up and like texting me, but I was just such a bad texter. And then like, I just didn't even want to like texting like just turn. I'm like, hey, do you just want to hang out? And she goes, oh well, like it just and things didn't end up working out like where we hung out. And now I just stopped hitting her up, which is my fault. And she ended up getting a boyfriend like a couple months later. And but I'm just horrible at texting. Like I know that. But with Tinder, it's just like way worse. And like half these girls are just fucking airheads. Like they don't make any sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to.
I can't relate. I've never.
And then it's hard to open up. It's hard to open up to a chick. Like if I've never met her
via text.
Like via text. Like oh, like just tell me about yourself. It's like what the fuck? Like
see, that's what I'm saying. Like you
want a night that's gonna lead to mediocre sex and disappointment in the morning. Give me a call. Like you know what I'm saying?
Bro, like see, like that's what like
that's how I am. Like
I relate to you and you relate to me. Like the only reason I feel like if I didn't have a girl, I feel like I probably would have been in that scene, which is like different for me. But I feel like you morally will never be in that scene because
I do.
I know Justin. I know Justin personally, and I know how he is. He may not pull a lot of bitches when it comes down to it, but he does make you. Don't give me a look.
I can pull. Don't give me that.
No, I'm just saying what I'm trying to say is because I'm not saying I could pull a lot of bitches either, but I just know that morally, I don't even want to call it morally because I'm not shooting any hate to people that met people on Tinder or anything. But what I'm trying to say is,
I have like plenty of people that I know that have met online. There's great things to meet online, but I'm just not one of those people that can do it.
I know that's what I was trying to say is like
Yeah.
you're just someone that comes back off on that. I don't want to call it an OG vibe, but that's kind of what it is. It's like you're someone that back in the day, people just literally had to walk up to people and that's how they met them. And I think that's the most genuine way you can meet someone. Rather than Tinder. Tinder's fabricated to me, and it's a cheat code to life, is what I'm trying to say.
I wouldn't say that because what I'm going to say, if these tools were available to our grandparents,
they would use them.
They would use them.
I know,
you know
I'm not hiding away from that fact because, like I just said, I think if I didn't have a girl, I think I probably would have went down that path. I'm not trying to say that it's fucking stupid, but I'm just saying it's hard for me to see it.
You want to know something funny? I've met more like girls that use Tinder that were like talking to like one of my buddies and just things didn't work out. And we ended up hanging out and then they hit me up.
Hey,
I met more girls that way. Than
you guys want to hear? You guys want to hear a really funny story? About Justin doing what he just said. So I met my girl in military school. Okay. We already went over that from the beginning of the episode. If I put that in, I don't know.
What are you getting at right now?
You'll. We're gonna get to it. Just wait. And right before military school, this is my problem, dude. The first, not the first girlfriend I ever had, but like the first like legit girlfriend I ever had. We dated for like a year. She ended up breaking up with me on Easter, and she told me on Easter fucking day.
I've had diarrhea since Easter's.
She broke up on an Easter fucking day, dude. She sends me a text, hey, we need to talk. And the way I am, I go, okay, when? She goes, well, we'll talk like blah, blah, blah this day. And I go, no, I'm not waiting. Just tell me what to say. If you're going to break up with me, tell me. And she sent me a long ass text, broke up with me, right? On Easter. This is kind of besides the point, but basically in the text, she told me the reason why she broke up with me is because she thought of me as more of a friend than a boyfriend. Because even though we fucked and we did the dirties, the way I treated her was more of a friend than it was a boyfriend. So like I didn't treat her like, but that's the thing about me. Like I have a hard time, like I don't know how to explain it, dude. But like I'm just genuine to myself and I'm genuine to people and I treat them the way I want. But anyway, besides the point, I went to military school and this is where I fucked up. A month before I went into military school, I asked this girl to be my girlfriend because we were hooking up and I was like, fuck it. Like, let's I asked her to
You
be
were
my
like a
girlfriend.
sophomore at this time, right?
Yeah. And I go, let's be girl. And she said yeah. And we were dating. And maybe 3 weeks into us dating or 4 weeks into us dating, so like a month, I went to military school. She was writing me back and forth. We were writing each other. And then eventually I get a letter from her. I still have the letter somewhere because I kept all my letters from military school. And she broke up with me through a letter. And in the letter, it was basically like, sorry. She basically told me, like, and to cut it short, she basically told me I can't wait that long. So she basically told me I can't wait that long without dick. Because she was like, I know you're going to be there. You're going to be there for 6 months. That's a long time. I don't know if I could wait that long. So basically, she told me I need dick. And then I come to find out, I come home maybe a year or two later, maybe 3 years later, I find out that Justin was fucking her while I was in military.
Okay. But I did not know this
I know.
whole time.
Yeah.
I had no clue. Like I was just me in high school, like, to be honest, I was a shithead. And there's gonna be a lot of people that can attest to it.
Yeah.
I was nice, but I was a shithead. Like there's probably a good number of I don't even want to say it.
The thing is, it's not like Justin came to me and goes, "Bro, I was fucking." No, me and Justin.
You fucking said the name. No, you said the name.
I'll believe it.
Yeah,
but it's not like he came to me and go, "Yo,
Yeah.
I was fucking her," right? He came to me. No, we started talking because we both knew we hooked up with the same girl, right?
Yeah.
But then we started talking, and then we literally put the puzzle pieces together ourselves. And then we finally realized, I was like, wait. So then I came down to the conclusion, and we found out it was like, wait, Justin was fucking her. Basically, what happened? Justin fucked her, and she felt guilty, texted me, "I can't wait this long," and she broke up with me. Which as corny as it sounds, I'm thankful for that because I met the girl that I am dating now. So it's like everything works everything works out in a fucking weird way. But because imagine that never happened, right? I come back and I'm fucking dating that girl, and then that relationship would have never lasted.
Well, not even that, dude. I don't think we would ever be able to become friends like we are now.
Why not?
Do you think we would have still been friends? Because we were friends before you left.
But we came. It's weird. I was really good friends. We had a homie, mutual friend. The reason me and Justin know each other so well is we had a mutual friend, Brock.
Well, no, I didn't really hang out with Brock in high school.
No, but we knew each other, right?
You would invite me to all your spots, like when, all your everything. Like we would meet each other at places in high school from freshman to senior year.
But what I'm saying is, we always saw each other parties. We were always super cool with each other, but it was more of we never hung out individually or nothing like that, right?
Yeah, I went on the Duffy a couple times with you guys, and that was about it. I never really kicked it with you guys consistently.
Yeah. So then we had a mutual friend, my homie Brock, and
me and him reconnected throughout after.
Yeah,
high school
and then after I come back through military school, I see that Brock and Justin are hanging out all the time, and at first I thought that was really weird. I was like, I thought it was so random because in my head,
because me and Brock were friends.
Two different. I know, but to me, it was two different. You guys are in two different categories of friend peoples that I knew.
But you know what's so funny though is I still hung out with everyone. Where did I sit senior year? I sat at like the table with you guys. You know what I mean? Like,
That's so weird. But that's
Yeah.
that's senior year.
Oh yeah, because like before I didn't really like, hang out.
Before you hung out, like, dude, not to boast fucking Justin up, he was like, because I consider myself as like I was friends with everybody, but Justin was friends with everybody, but on a different level as me is what I wanted to say. Is like he was like he's the popular kid that everyone fucking hated.
Was I that? Fuck.
No, no one hated you.
I don't even
No one
consider
hated
myself
you.
popular.
Yeah, you're not popular.
Yeah, I was just a dickhead.
If we can like popular blows my mind out. Just that,
I wasn't popular.
dude. And I've had people tell me I was popular, and I'm like, dude, no, I was.
It's just because I want to.
It comes down to tears, I guess.
No, I don't even know. I'm not gonna talk about that. But either way, what were we talking about?
Tinder, and then
I don't know. We were talking about how. So either way, me and Brock, we didn't really hang out that much, and like we were friends. But isn't it funny how after high school you become like friends with certain people, and then like you have your actual like your real friends, and that doesn't take away from any of the people that I hung out with in high school that are still some of my best friends to this day. Like if I call them, I know I can rely on them to help me out and do whatever it needs to be done. But it's like I don't hang out with them every day anymore. And then one lives like right across the street from me, and I don't know why I don't hit him up. And that was one of my best friends growing up. Like we played football, we lived next to each other in like middle school. It's like I just don't know why. Which I still need to hit him up.
Well, I'll tell you one of one of the things that I'm most proud of is elementary school. I had 3 best friends.
And they're still your free best.
And they're still my fucking friends to this day.
They're still your free best friends today. They're still your
Kendall, me and Kendall were in elementary school. Me and Alec, and then me and Marquise. Me and Marquise aren't as close as we were, but I still keep in contact with him. But that's one of my most. That's like I'm proud to say that I've had friends from elementary school till now.
That's kind of cool, dude.
But one thing I gotta say was with me and Justin, we did not know. Like, there's no way. Like when I knew you,
I'll tell you the first day that me and Squint met. Okay, I remember it vividly.
I don't.
I was at this girl's house. Should I say names? It doesn't really matter, huh? It's something bad.
It doesn't matter.
I was at this girl's Dakota's house, and then we walked to a party at Kaylee's house.
Oh my!
And then I met you there with David and Dakot and a whole bunch of other guys. And this was right before we started high school.
You want to know something? That was my first party I've ever been to.
Yeah. So this was like the like, and everyone's hammered drinking. Like I'm there with Jake. Like I'm there with a whole bunch of people.
No names, yeah.
Yeah. But either way, I run, and then there's only a couple kids. Like back in the day, I used to smoke weed. People, I did. It happened.
You're a bad fucking kid.
Yeah, dude. But guess who was smoking weed with me? Quentin Cesario.
Oh, dude, don't get my full name. I'm gonna bleep it out.
Dude, we need to start covering our full names, though. We do. And I need to change my name on Instagram.
Why? We need to cover that.
Because it's my full name.
What does that matter? Okay, but all I gotta say, can I say that
no, I'm not done yet. But either way, I remember you had a little Bart Simpson bowl piece on the bong, and then I remember that's like when we all started hanging out together, or we didn't hang out, but we were like.
That's what I'm saying.
Those guys are fucking cool. Like I'd kick with them, and then our one friend, I'm not gonna say his name, but he was a little shithead in class. I just remember being like, "This kid is fucking crazy," and thank godness he found God, and he's doing great now, and he's awesome. He's an awesome kid, man. I'm happy for him. He's living up north, and I think you know who I'm talking about. We play with him on Xbox.
He's found God he knew God was in his life this whole life. All I gotta say,
but he was just a little.
He found a loophole. He found a loophole in the Bible. Okay.
He was pretty like. I'm not gonna lie when I say like when I was like, oh shit, I can't believe that kid just said that. Like I was in like I remember being in high school in woodshop class. And he said something to the teacher that I'd done. I just unspeakable. Like you would never even think about saying it. Like like just some. When you think about stuff like, what if I just punch that guy in the face and I wonder what he'd fucking do. Like like you think about that kind of shit. He would say shit that was just unthinkable. Like I was like, he did not just say that. And
yeah.
Like, shut the fuck up. No,
I just gotta say like, it's so weird to think back at this, right? Justin, if you were to just like get in your head right now and think back into time, back into
Who I'd
high
be hanging
school.
out with?
No, not to like question like that and all that. It's more the sense of me and Justin, the way we are now, as in like we contact almost each other every day. It's so weird, right? Like he calls me every day on my way home from work. It's fucking corny as fuck, but he called me on the way. We talk for like fucking 20 minutes every day. To think back, let's go back to Dorn's. Like that's senior year, right? Or
Yeah.
or junior year.
No,
Yeah,
senior year.
Yeah, no, but junior and senior year and sophomore year is when we first met, kind of.
Freshman year is when we first met.
Okay, regardless, we met through high school, right?
Yeah.
Thinking about this though, we saw each other at parties. We were cool with each other, right? But it was never to the extent of like where we are now, dude. What's it called? Ordaining my wedding.
I'm gonna be like officiating their wedding.
Okay, now go back to freshman year. Just wash your memory right now. Go back to freshman year, and you see Squint. Never in your fucking mind did you think you're gonna ordain.
I met Squint. I thought he was a punk kid. Like his ears were pierced. Like he had like, you know what I mean? Like his blue eyes, pierced ears, and shaved head. I was like, this fool's fucking a punk, but he's cool.
Well, guess what? I was a punk.
Yeah.
I actually hung out with like punk kids in freshman year, and I shaved my head, not for the fucking skinhead shit, but
but he just had a shaved head. Like he just, like
I just shaved my head.
When I say like he looked like a punk, I don't mean like
I was listening to punk at that time.
I'm just saying he just looked like a fool, like not a fool, but like he just looked like a troublemaker. I mean?
And I was, for instance, just the other day, my coworkers, I was showing them old pictures of me. And then he tells me, one of my coworkers tells me, he goes, don't take this the wrong way, but you have a very punchable face when you look like that. he goes, you just look like a little fucking troublemaker, a little shithead. And I was like,
exactly, you did. And you should post a picture of you with your fucking like pierced ears. Like,
oh fuck,
smiling like an idiot.
I will. And then, speaking of my coworkers, I kind of want to tell this story about my coworker. And
are we going on track, or do you have another topic that we need to talk about before we get into this?
It's a topic that I had on my phone.
Okay, go ahead, go for it.
So this is just something I wanted to talk about because he told me this, because to me it's this, you might not be able to relate to this, but when you are dating a girl, right, and you sleep with her like constantly, like night through night, right? Eventually, this is going to happen to you. You're sleeping, and you're going to wake up from your sleep, and you're going to be fucking. Like, I'm being...
Wait. So, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was not listening to you at all. I was like, I tore off this...
No worries.
Like, fucking...
Okay.
I don't know how I got into that, but
so basically, you go to sleep.
What is the story? You have to tell me.
We'll get to the story, but let's just say this. When you're dating a girl... Mm-hmm. It comes to a point when you're sleeping in the bed with her every night, right? Mm-hmm. Eventually, it comes to a point one night you guys you wake up and you're literally fucking. I'm not even kidding. Like I've woken up maybe like fucking countless times.
But you're also a very heavy sleeper and could be like being like not wake up until fucking like 20 minutes.
Yeah, until my dick's getting fucked by pussy, I'm gonna wake up. Okay.
Gosh, that sounds so vulgar, dude.
Okay, but guess what? You think that's vulgar? Justin, you think that's vulgar? Wait till I tell the rest of the story.
Okay.
So this is a normal thing, I think. From my experience, that's a couple things. It's like sometimes you cuddle, and I think in your sleep you rub your dick like against her ass, and then things start happening, but we're both sleeping, and then it ends up we're both like you sleep fuck. It's a real thing. I swear.
I've never been in a relationship long enough to know that.
But Justin, I swear to God, this is a real thing. I've heard it from multiple people. You wake up and I've woken up one time and I'm literally fucking. Okay, but this is when the story gets crazy. So my coworker's telling me about this, right? He said he used to have an ex-girlfriend that she found out because they would do that. They would sleep fuck. because that's a normal thing in a sense, right? And and the girl thought he told me he's like I guess when I'm sleep fucking is when I'm like more aggressive and more dominant. So like when he's sober and he's fucking, he's like, he does it passionate and whatever. But if he's sleeping, he turns into a fucking dog. He's smacking her. He's fucking going hard as fuck, right? He tells me this. He's telling me he's like, so then my girl like caught on to it and so she got into a little thing where she like let him fall asleep and then like start fucking rubbing on his dick and getting him hard while he was sleeping. So she have her mood. She's like, do I want a passionate fuck or do I want to get fucked?
I know also another story where this comes into play.
Okay, but let me finish this story because it gets crazy.
Okay.
So she ended up on her choices on certain nights. She'd be like, okay, I want to get fucked hard tonight. So I'm gonna let him go to sleep and I'm gonna wake him up and then I'm gonna let him fuck me like hard. Okay. And then he started telling me this shit. Okay, so that's funny. Already that's funny. Like the fact that she waits for him to go to sleep. He goes, yeah. So that he goes. That's why I'm not allowed to sleep, dude. It's about to get like when you said it sounds really bad. It's gonna get really bad right now.
Okay, tell me.
He goes. That's why I'm not allowed. That's why my daughters are not allowed to sleep in the same bed as me.
That's fucked up. That is so, dude.
Because he says
that's bad, bro. That joke is not okay.
I know it's not. I know it's not.
I'm like sitting there with him. I'm like, oh fuck, dude. Like
no. When he said that joke, I laughed. But I go, what the fuck,
dude? No, I'd be the same.
He goes, dude. You guys. He's like, that's what my daughters are not us. And we're all going. I was like, how asleep are you? And I'm like, if I were to just put a fucking dog in front of you, would you start fucking the dog? And he goes, probably, dude. He's like, sometimes I fall asleep on the couch, and my dog will cuddle up on me, and then.
Oh, he's pushing the limits on the story. You know what I mean? Like he's pushing the limits on the story.
But
it's just a joke. It's like one of those jokes that
where he knows that he's already in the stream, so he kept going.
Yeah, just like he pushed it, but hey, that's funny as fuck.
I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, yeah, that's why my daughters are not allowed to sleep in the same bed as me. I'm like,
hey, you know what? Cheers to that guy. What a fucking guy, eh? Having a fucking good joke. I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
It's kind of a dumb topic of the day.
Guess what? I'm gonna be really honest. Whatever you say, you can ask me the weirdest question right now. I'll answer truthfully right now.
Okay. Would you?
So anyway.
So you have two options to get $10 million. You get to get jerked off by one of your fucking like your family members, not including Leanna. Actually, I like this one better. I'm going to change it up. You have to get jerked off by your father-in-law for $10 million, or you could never eat bread again for the rest of your life.
Bread?
Any carbs, any type of carbs.
Carbs.
You're going to take the carbs?
Hell fucking yeah.
I'm going to talk to my father-in-law and be like, hey, bro, $5 million each. Let's fucking go.
No, I'm doing no carbs. I'm doing no fucking carbs, and that's because I'm already doing that right now for keto. And
I'm already doing that. Okay,
and it's not that fucking hard.
For the rest of your life.
No, I think I really would. I swear to God, I'd really rather do the no carbs.
I'd rather get jerked off by the boy.
No, because the no carbs just does me a favor at the same time.
But at the same time, you're fucking. How much money are you making? You could eat actually nice meals, and like have a chef in your fucking house for fucking. If you make $5 million and then you keep your job, imagine that.
No, I'm doing no carbs. Amanda asked this question.
Okay.
It wasn't a question, but she wanted us to talk about this. Relationships.
So for me, I can't really talk on the subject because the longest relationship I've had, I think was in 7th grade. It was for 4 months in 7th grade.
That's the longest relationship you ever had?
Well, there's been relationships I've had where like it's not exclusive in a way. Like it's just like I've been hooking up with a chick for multiple months, but I've never been in an actual relationship where it's like, oh, this is my girlfriend, mom.
Have you ever had a girlfriend?
Not like a real girlfriend, no.
Sorry to hear that.
No, it's not. Actually, I don't mind it because what's the reason for having a girlfriend if you're not going to get married? And I've never met a chick yet to this day that I think I'm going to marry.
Hey, guess what?
Am I right though? Am I right about that?
That argument that you give, what's the point of having a relationship if you're not going to get married? That's how I've looked at every relationship that I've ever been in. Seriously, when I go into a relationship and I'm dating a girl, I always think in the back of my head, all right, well, if I don't plan on marrying this girl, it's kind of
well, it's pointless. Basically, that's how I think.
It's like it's a waste of time.
Yeah,
which is true. But I think that having some relationships before that is a good way to help build yourself for a good relationship too.
Well, the thing is, I could go get a girl. It's not like I can't get a girlfriend or I can't like.
No, you can't do that.
I feel like I push girls away very easily, and like little things set me off real quick. Like a girl could say something in front of my family, and then I'm like, oh, they're done. I'm not even like dating. Like I'm just like hooking up with them, you know? Or like they could say one thing, and I'm like, oh, never mind. You're bye. Like there's been plenty of girls I've been talking to and like hooking up with for like 3 or like a month maybe, and then they say one thing, and I'm just like, oh, you're fucking done. I can't deal with that type of thought process. You know what I mean? Yeah. And maybe that's just me being too harsh. And if I just have nothing to say about that. But there's been girls where I actually stopped dating a chick because she was too nice, and I feel like I was a dickhead, and I was gonna ruin her life.
My take on relationships is there's three main things that I have. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you go.
I want to add this. There's 3 different types of relationships also.
Okay.
Good relationships, relationships that are forced, and toxic relationships.
Bad.
Toxic relationships are like the type of relationships that somehow always end up in a fight.
I've witnessed multiple homies go through this.
Yes. Yeah. And it always ends up in a fight. Not only are you not hanging out with your boys anymore, it actually causes problems in your actual family, financial stress, or whatever else. Like it causes problems everywhere. And this is like the guy aspect. I don't know how girls. I see how it happens with girls. Girls, when guys are toxic, it's usually just scummy. But let's finish this right now. How much do you have left? How much do you have left?
I don't know if it's hard to tell. Less than you though.
You do have less than me, but I'm gonna finish it before you. Go ahead. Try to finish it right now. Right now. Keep going. Oh yeah. You like that? Oh yeah. Oh.
Ugh. Fuck me.
Dude, imagine being a podcast and not having any viewers.
No, so what I'm gonna say, this is gonna be our episode 10.
Is there a podcast that has no viewers at all, that has never, and no one's ever seen it?
Dude, the Half Cut podcast, just alone with me typing in Half Cut podcast, there was I think it was 1 or 2 different channels that were called Half Cut podcast, and their max views were like 10 views.
Dude, I'm sorry I had to bring this up. I was shaving and I cut myself so bad right there.
I got one right here, a little zit, but just a zit.
No, this isn't a zit. I cut myself shaving.
I know, but to go back to what you're saying about us on viewing on podcast, for one, don't look at the views. Let's just.
No, I'm just joking around.
I know, but for 2, compared to others, we have to compare to other Half Cut podcast things, we have better views.
Are you trying to stay sober now? Or are you like trying to speak correctly?
No, I'm pretty drunk. And then on three, the other day I did a calculation. We have an average of 20 people that view every single podcast. Okay, that's literally decent. Like that's really good in my eyes. 20,
especially from where we're starting out from, and we're just starting out, people.
For 20 people to fucking watch every episode, to me, that's still good.
And for the people, if we get to 100 episodes, we'll do something special for the people that have been watching us this whole time.
What do you want to do?
I think the 10 or the 20 people that always leave comments or whatever, like the top 20 people that leave comments.
The people that leave comments, the people that comment on when I go, leave me a topic for today.
Yeah. Those people will get something special done from us. And I don't know if it's going to be a shirt. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be something special.
Even if we've made no money
Yes.
We'll literally
We'll-
go negative.
We'll go negative
you
to get you
guys.
guys something. Yes.
And that's another thing. We're probably an hour and like 40 minutes into this episode.
But we have a lot of editing to do. We're an hour.
Let's just
We're
say
an hour and 20 minutes into it.
okay, for people that are gonna hear this, are the real fucking people, like are the real fucking
Yeah.
people, because if they're gonna hear this is gonna be like, no one's gonna skip through to this part to be like where they're gonna hear this. It's only the only people that are gonna hear this are the people that are like been listening all the way through.
Yeah.
So those are the people, dude. If you guys are here right now listening to this part, because this is gonna be low
Comment
fuck. Like
bananas.
no, don't comment like
Oh.
that's too much of a giveaway. Say just comment, literally comment on our podcast, just saying LOL. LOL.
That is everyone says that. I feel
Okay.
like everyone says LOL once.
How about LOL LOL? No.
How about this? How about this?
Something that has to be like, because if you say banana, people are gonna understand. When there's 3 people commenting banana, they're gonna be like,
just called Sidewalk Slammies Hammies.
okay.
No, that's too much. Is that too much?
No, just be like, no, let's just make an emoji.
I said bananas. Just make it a banana emoji.
I don't even think there's a banana.
Okay, do a banana emoji. LOL.
I don't think there's a banana emoji.
Dude, there is a banana emoji. There's no way there's not.
Honestly, just comment. Just go back. Just comment banana, like Justin said. Fuck it.
No, there's a banana emoji, you stupid bitch.
There isn't.
When I find it right now, you're gonna be pissed. Activities. When you look food.
Anyway,
There is a banana emoji, you stupid bitch.
I'm happy for that. Nice.
There's a
Comment
banana emoji.
Comment banana emoji if you're literally on this point. Could be
Oh, shout out to Kata. He just got moved to a blue belt.
hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
What I gotta say about Kata, this is one of our homies. For people that don't know, he's one of Justin's good homies. And let me just tell you this quick story about Kata.
And we didn't meet until after high school, by the way. Also, he's still one of my good friends.
Yeah, and same with me. And Kata, the first time I ever met him was obviously through Justin, because I was Justin's homie. Kata treated me, the first time I ever met him, he treated me like he's known me for my whole life. As corny as that sounds. That kind of shit, I have a lot of respect for it. Also, I gotta say this real quick. Kendall. Last episode, I talked about how we were talking about my hand.
We keep talking about friends though. Like we need.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. People are gonna know this. This is our homie Kendall. A lot of people know about Kendall because we talked about it a lot in this episode. But all I gotta say is, I started talking about how I feel like I was getting worse in beer pong. Okay, and Kendall he commented on our YouTube page and he goes, "LOL, are you getting worse at beer pong, or is Kendall just getting better than you?" Okay, all I gotta say.
He commented that.
Yeah, you want to know what I? Yeah, that's what I did.
Dude, that's embarrassing.
That's what I did. I go.
If I commented that, or if someone else commented that, that'd be funny. But you're gonna comment that? What a fucking puss, huh?
All I gotta say, my response to your fucking comment, Kendall, if you're listening, I hope the fuck you are, because I know you do listen. Is, for one, how much attention are you seeking for? That you want to find a way into me being bad? You want to make yourself look better?
I also want to talk about this. We are gonna have guests after this episode. We're gonna start planning out and having guests. I don't think it's gonna be the next episode, but we will be having them.
Okay.
And we are gonna be talking about more serious stuff than just fucking.
Yeah, but let me call Kendall out real quick.
Okay, sorry.
Kendall, you had a good tournament, and we played beer pong when we had an Airbnb, guys. If you guys didn't know, we had a beer pong tournament, okay? And Kendall and his teammate beat us. His teammate carried him.
By the way, that was disgusting. I've never seen someone hit like 10 fire shots in a row. Basically, he won the whole game off of like 2 throws on my game.
He's talking about Kendall's teammate, Jake.
Yeah, Kendall's teammate won the fucking game for me and my teammate. Like he beat.
And for instance, if Jake were to be talking that shit, it'd be different. Now you have someone that's being carried, talking shit, right?
And you know what's so funny?
I give Kendall an asterisk, right? You know why I give him an asterisk? is because for one, he called me out. So we were playing beer pong. For
Hey,
people
let's
who
just say,
don't know.
let's just say this.
Let me explain the
Your
story.
teammate's knees are hurting, bro. Get off his fucking back. His knees are hurting. You've been talking a lot. His knees are hurting right now, bro. Get
Yeah.
off his fucking back and step up like a man and play it 1-on-1 if you're gonna talk shit.
Yeah,
That's the only way I can call it. That's the only way I can call it.
Yeah.
That's the only way I can call it.
So we're playing beer pong. I just want to give everyone a perspective. We dropped $20 on this game, right? Or 10.
Oh yeah, the tournament.
So
yeah.
we did a tournament. We all dropped $20, right? It might have
Okay.
been 20 or 10. Anyway,
I need to piss so bad, so I'm gonna finish this and then piss in the bottle.
go ahead. Oh, let's go pee. But anyway, so
You
we're
what?
playing. I want to give you guys a perspective on this game that Kendall started flexing on that he won. It's so funny to me. So we're playing a game. We're shooting balls back and forth. His teammate misses the ball, and then Kendall fucking shoots the ball, and I catch it because we play air ball. So if the ball goes over the cups, you could call air ball, and you could chuck out their head. If you hit their head, it's a cup. It's one cup out of their cups. I catch the ball, and after that, I didn't throw. I did a little flinch throw, as in like, because that's what we do. It's like we don't throw every throw that we catch, but I caught an air ball, and I could have thrown. I made them flinch. I didn't throw it. Alec, my teammate, shoots his ball. He hits a cup, and then I shoot my ball, and we both make the cup. We get balls back, right? And then Kendall starts freaking out. No, your hand was over the cup. Your hand was over the cup, right? So
Can we just explain? Kendall was bitching for no fucking reason.
I know, but let me get into it though, because I want to explain how this.
I'm just trying to say, like, we do have limited time left, and we have been going over. I just don't want you to explain the stuff.
Okay, I'll try to.
You know what I mean? That's all I'm trying to. I'm trying to like speed you.
I'm
up
gonna fasten it up. So
Okay.
basically, Kendall started bitching, and for me, I'm like, I just want to get the game going. I'm not trying to fucking drag on a little argument. I did get irritated that he called me out for that because in my head, I didn't go over. But the problem is that we both made balls back. We should have had the balls back. We should have had 2 cups pulled, and we should have been going again. But he bitched so hard that I literally was like, all right, shut the fuck up. And I shot his balls back, right? And I let him shoot again without our cups getting pulled. So it's like we never made those cups. And then I was like, all right, here's your balls back. Stop bitching. He fucking shoots. And I don't know if they made one or not. They maybe have made one. And then
No, I think that's when Jake went off.
No, it wasn't. Not then. But then after that, I was irritated because I was like, I'm fucking feeding to this pussy. Yeah, Kendall, you fucking pussy. I fed to you. And he fucking after that happened, I started bombing. I started missing every fucking cup because I was so frustrated that I literally fed to this pussy's little fucking complaint that I personally didn't think I had my hand over, and he thought I did. So at that point, it's like, who wins? But it was at the end of the day, I fucking fed into his little pussy shit, and I let him get the dub, right? Or not the dub, but I let him get the status. You let him
win, basically, dude. You let him win.
I didn't let him win, but I give him the sense of like I let him not count my 2 cups that we made.
Wait, let's slam this. Let's slam this before we do this.
We didn't finish. I'm good. Let's fucking kill it.
Okay.
Right here.
Nothing left. Oh. I want to throw up so bad. And to be honest, I'm pretty fucked up right now. It might not seem like it. I'm trying to keep myself together.
Okay, what I gotta say is we're 2 hours in. I'm gonna literally title this Sidewalk Slammer 2 hour edition.
2 hours too long. You can say that.
No, I'm just gonna say Sidewalk Slammers 2-hour edition. Okay, and what I want to say is this is our 10th episode. It doesn't seem like that much, right? But oh my god, you could tell my voice that I'm drunk. But what I gotta say is, we did 2 hours on the 10th episode. But what I gotta say is, 10 episodes definitely does show our dedication to this podcast so far.
We're not done. We're just starting off, and then wait
Not-
until we get figured actually out.
Yes.
What do you want from me? I think
All I gotta say is, for the last 9 episodes, I've been asking for you, like, do you have any shout outs? And you've never had one. On the 10th episode, you have to at least shout out one person. It doesn't matter who it is. It could be your
I
mom.
shouted out 3 people today.
I don't care, but it could be your mom. It could be whoever you want. But give someone a shout out right now, and then we're gonna take a shot and end the episode. Who you got? For people that don't believe that I have alcohol in there it is.
That wasn't a full shot, by the way.
No.
I'm gonna give my shout out to Quentin Cesario.
No, seriously, give a shout out.
Who do I give a shout out to?
Who do you love that's listening?
My family, but like,
No, that's listening.
Why do you gotta put me on the spot and make me feel awkward? What I'm gonna shout out right now is I'm gonna give a shout out to Quentin because he has been doing a lot of work, and I need to step up my game and start doing the shout outs and start doing everything more.
I
and actually increase this. I do. And I've noticed that even today I felt that way. I felt that way today.
Even though I was an hour late today.
Yes.
You thought that way?
Hey, I've never been an hour late. Let's just say that though.
Yeah, you've been 3 hours late. So okay. You never been an hour late, but you've been 3 hours late. It's different. All right.
Okay.
Honestly, thank to God. If anyone's been listening for 2 hours, I respect the fuck out of you.
Hey, like I said, bananas.
Kendall, if you're listening, I know I called you out on the beer pong shit, but you are very good at beer pong, and I respect.
No, you don't ever say that again.
No, he is. He's better than you.
I'm logging off right now.
Cheers.
Here's to all of our fans. The same shot glass. It's been too long. All right, baby. Oh. This was the Half Cup Podcast Show. If you like it, click subscribe. If you want to tune in next week, it's fine. If you want to have some fun, let's ride. Comment below every time, cause I'll get naked if you ask me to. I'll do anything you want me to. Squint will shave his beard.
Yep.
If you subscribe.
Thank you for tuning in, boys and girls.
Half Cup Podcast. Yeah.